I suppose all of us have said at one time or another, any place has got to be more interesting than this. We have been led to believe that life is happiest when we are entertained. Well, that's a luxury of modern times. Time was when boredom was not such a bad thing. It built the imagination, and it wrote a lot of books. There are still some places in this country that are so remote, the mind can be your best pal. Daufuskie Island, a little finger of land just north of Savannah off the coast of South Carolina. 1,000 people lived here once, till the oyster beds died and the forests grew back. Now, there are 85. Life changes slowly. There are no paved roads, no street lights, no bridge to the outside. It is quiet here. Only young children go to school on Daufuskie. Teenagers must move to the mainland to finish their education. Mary Fields Elementary has 2 classes, 11 kids.
We're going to make a class poem about balloons.
There is something of the poet in these rooms.
Balloons are like crayons. What? Dancing, okay, like crayons dancing, how?
Life on Daufuskie gives time to think and to feel.
Tears are like stars coming out of your eyes.
That's beautiful. I love that one.
Last winter, the children put together a magazine of their thoughts. Not so unusual, really, except the publisher printed 800 copies by mistake. All 800 were sold word of mouth nationwide in less than 10 weeks. Here is some of what they wrote. Suppose a tree said, "Come climb me." Smiles are like hamburgers because they are big. They are like music without noise. I like it over here on Daufuskie because there are no signs and people don't go to jail. It doesn't have many cars and not any police. Daufuskie is very little. There are no crazy people on Daufuskie.
You're finished. Yeah. Let me see what you did.
The genius of this country is not best or most in its ambassadors or artists, but most always in its kids, who see things as they really are and dream dreams as if they were new.
We could probably get right up underneath that tree if we were real quiet. They'd fly off and then come back.
Their writing captures the sense of things. Try to be an eagle who can see around the world. Try to be a rocket with bird wings. Try to be a moon with no glow. Their teachers, Carol and Jim Alberto, say the children on Daufuskie aren't all that different from other kids. All children have potential. They just don't always draw upon it. Their time is cut in tiny slices, too thin for thought.
This building over here on the left is the Mary Fields Elementary School. It gets its name from the Mary Fields plantation, which was on this portion of the island back during the plantation era.
The Albertos worry about what awaits these kids when the outside world comes calling. Money from the sale of the magazine is going into a scholarship fund, so what has been thought will not be lost. The children have come a long, long way down their road, but they have miles as yet unwalked and as yet unpaved. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, on Daufuskie Island, South Carolina.